We're back with part 3 of tablet 3. And now we're going on to tablet 4. The tablet 4 is The Wolf in Disguise. It's 19 verses times 3, 57 verses collectively. It says, the first conflict in the skies of Ilion. Ilion is the 19th galaxy, also called the Great Galaxy. The first conflict was known in the sky, Great Galaxy, is called the place on high, where the etheric records called the Akasha are kept. The first conflict was when Tarnish, also known as Humbaba, son of Tagut and Sin, tried to take over Ilion. Iblis wanted to rule all the stars and the Anunnaki of the skies. Tarnish was the second in command under Murdoch, the son of Enki and Damkina. Tarnish felt that Murdoch was not qualified for leading the fleets of his grandfather Anu. During this time, the planet Titan, which was considered a moon of the planet Saturn, was a home base of Humbaba, who was called Punis, and Saturn, the husband of Ops, companion of the fire goddess Lua, father of Picus. His reigning period was called Saturnalia, and to this day, it is celebrated between December 17th and December 25th. Those under Kunis was claiming Ansha, foremost of the heavens, which is today called Saturn, which was the astrological sign of Ansha, the father Anu, as their home base. This disagreement caused a small war and a clash on the planet Ritz, which comes from the word Razaka, meaning to provide. Humbaba attacked the planet Ritz with a shield depleter. A shield depleter bomb caused the natural atmosphere of Ritz to deplete. The Ritzians had no protection from the three suns and their rays. The atmosphere was dwindling away, and many Ritzicans departed to other galaxies. The rays from the three suns, Utu, Shamus, and Apsu, had put a hole in our ozone layer. Ritz, the eighth planet, was the heart and source of the tri-solar system and was thus the most effective. All three suns have a magnetic pull, causing a higher or tighter and heavier rotation of its planet. The energy field on Ritz was starting to increase, and the whole was starting to lose its color. So the Ritzians needed to build a protection, which was a dome of gold dust to protect the planet from the damaging ultraviolet rays. Gold reflects the sun's rays. The Ritzians had to abort Ritz and go to Kelsar, or Orion, which is a six-star, six major sun constellation, thus having hundreds of galaxies. The Ritzians took residence in the planet and the star constellation Mazarus, Aish, Acht, Arcturus and Kema, or Pleiades, making them a temporary home. Exploration was necessary, thus the grafting of explorers became necessary. This need gave birth to Woodmardians, latter to become known as Greys. These extraterrestrial biological entities, EBE, extraterrestrial biological entities, EBE, were grafted from various extraterrestrial species. They are emotionless and without reproductive qualities. EBE was grafted from various extraterrestrial species. They are emotionless and without reproductive capabilities. They serve but one purpose, and that is as explorers and worthy servants. Their explorations took them to Lamu for Mars and Shesky for the Moon, where plans for the construction of a cellular craft was built. They transported gold dust to the Moon, then to Nibiru, and from there on to the planet Ritz. They transported gold dust to the Moon, then to Nibiru, and from there on to the planet Ritz. When the job was completed, these beings was given their freedom. They chose Pleiades and Arcturus as home. Malevolent Luciferian type reptilians chose to conquer them, enslaving them, performing biological experiments, thereby creating hybrids of them, and use them as explorers to this planet. Those that took their freedom resided in the Canis major star constellation near Sirius, having 2 major and 6 minor suns, Delta Reticuli. They sought union with the beings on Earth, having a common enemy. Lucifer controls their 70 empires. As a great warrior, the Riskians engaged Murdoch's services. They needed somebody who was a warrior type to go out and seek out the gold and transport it to Nibiru to Ritz. They were being ambushed by reptilians. And at that time, Murdoch was a disagreeable Yawain and what he would call a warrior. So he chose to lead this mission, which first had to be started by attacking Humbaba. Okay. Murdoch was given a red beam of light or a light beam ray gun from the germ or the gemstone Sardis, a laser from his grandfather Anu. To stop Tarnish in his disagreeable ways, he succeeded in his mission. The gold was transported by cylinder-shaped craft 30 to 60 miles in size. The gold was transported by cylinder-shaped crafts that were 30 to 60 miles long. They were assembled on Lamu, which is Mars, and parked on the dark side of Shesky, the moon. The smaller crafts were 1/2 mile by 2 miles. They had androids called Robotans. They would scout out the minerals of the planet controlled by the Rumardians. So Humbaba and his followers that supported them, which was 1/3 of Ritz, were cast out, never to return there. Humbaba had taken residence in the planet Titan, which is a moon of Saturn, with a breed of reptilian beings. They, Humbaba, and his followers was Manelia. This mixture breed human-looking snakes called serpents. People would speak with a whisper. Because of the damage that Tarnish had done to the planet Ritz, they started expeditions looking for gold. Murdoch and a group of Anunnaki were chosen to seek this gold, which they knew could be found in abundance on the planet Tamek. The planet Tamek meaning maiden of life. They made many trips in a mother craft called Nibiru, which means planet of the crossing or that which crosses the sky. So Murdoch found minerals on Tamek, and he set up a base on Lamu, meaning deity of war, today called Mars. He also went on the dark side of Pingu, the great emissary called the moon today, where people have already lived under the rule of Luna. The planet Gaga, Pluto, at the time was a part of Pingu before it broke off when they had a war. So there were regular routes. The planet Tamak was a regular stop off by Rhea Celilia. Mars, as it is called, the father of Romulus and Remus, was the parthenogenic son of Juno. Parthenogenic son of Juno, the husband of Bellona, the goddess of war, originally called Mars Salavanus, god of the desolate places. Salavanus was symbolized as half man and half goat from Re of ancient Egypt, the symbol of the ram, the father of war. The reverse of the word Mars is ram, and the invert of the word Mars is wars. A symbol of blood called the red planet, also called El Merk, the long arrow symbol of war. Other names for it is Al-Khunis and Bahram. Now the distance from Shamish is 142 million miles. Diameter 4,022 miles. The time it takes to orbit Shamish is 680 days. Time is spent on its axis 24 hours, 30 and 7 minutes and 3 seconds. It tilts on an axis of 25.2 degrees. It has one moon, one Phobos, 19 miles at its widest point, and the other, Deimos, is 12 miles at its widest point. Both Phobos and Deimos were both formed by meteorites, captured as asteroids in its orbit. Here you will find prototypes of Homo sapiens, thus the word parthenogenic, which explains that this site where there were pyramids and ruins of temples of the Anunnaki was used for the cloning of Homo erectus to Homo sapiens. This is where the face of Cadman can be found. Today, the site is called Sidonis or Sidonia from Sidon, the son of Canaan, father of the albinos and the curse of Ham. Sidon is and meant the fortress and is fortified. His wife as Gina. And that was that. If you enjoyed it. And please share and give and teach. You say, Our Father who art in heaven, where's heaven? Who's your father? Who's the name? You say ancestors, and you go to the biblical term of those who prayed, looking for the host. Who were the hosts? Who did they pray to? Did the host leave, or did the host just say, well, we're not going to deal with you right now? So these things that you have to find out as I proceed to teach you, as you proceed to learn, as you proceed to earn your rightful state as who you are, and as you allow me to pull out your full potential. And yes, I do send energy to each and every one of you, and I say a prayer, and a prayer for you to say is an affirmation, affirming your actions. The affirmation is affirming your actions. So I'm going to say the prayer, and I'm going to put my hands up representing the energy coming to you symbolically. But the force can never be stopped. Once you say it, that's what it is. So we're going to start off this time, and we're going to say the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, holy is thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as you have forgiven those who trespass against us. Forgive us our trespasses as we have forgiven those who trespass against us. Forgive all those who try to trespass against us. And lead us into the right direction. Lead us not into temptation. And to deliver us from the teachings of the public and private school. Deliver us from all evils from Hollywood, all the actors who lie and portray certain things that's written so you will go into distraction and all the things. So we're asking the affirmation for you to say this so you can be affirmed. I'm sending energies out to you to be able to see what's going on. Pull out your books, learn.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Learn Google Me. Google those who say that they was your leader. Find out their financial statements. Find out how much money they got as they ask you for money. You got people now. Online talking about Africa. There is no Africa. The word Africa is made up. So if Africa is made up, everything around it is made up. You must come to your origin of who you are and what you need to do. So
respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Respect. No. In the building. Lovely ladies in the building. Hey, I hear you. Is the echo up in here? What's up? Give a round of applause. In the building. Making everybody right.
I'm here, and I just want to say the honor, Basti, Away, and Nino means respect, but it also means mistake. There's a rare, but and Nino, it means wealth is simplicity.
Well,
And the simplicity of this wealth is in the children that you bring to the world.
there you go. All about the
So
children.
when the children is taken away by misfortune,
Let me eat a crack. Yep, the last time you ate a cracker. You gotta eat a cracker, Jack. I'm gonna eat a cracker.
It's like when your children is taken away by any misfortune or any type of war,
And
or anything that's really a part of you.
Gotta get up and
Your
run.
children are taken of you, for you are the queen of the earth, and everything around you must coincide. And do you have anything to say about that? Okay.
Yeah, I will be able to see in practice. Super awesome. Born. I do.
Let me gather myself. Spread all over the world. I'm really not here. Respect one another. Right?
That boy is crazy. A little bigger stuff, no. That boy crazy. I know. I feel that boy crazy.
Sometimes it's what you can have. If you've been in a relationship
Flip waffle.
and you can't laugh, get out of it. Okay? And it's like the love is this is what's fun. Everyone, fun. You got to see, mommy, right now, I'm not drunk. Don't think I'm drunk. Don't think I'm drunk. Don't think you're out. I'm just overjoyed about the love that I'm just committing. The many emails that I'm getting, you know, and I got one email out today, but I'm not gonna read that one. Yeah, because it was, you know, somebody was asking,
Hey, I know. I feel that boy crazy.
love dog is what you can ask me. If you get a relationship
Flip waffle.
and you can't laugh, get out of it, okay? And it's like the love is this is what's fun. Everyone, fun. You got to see, mommy, right now, I'm not drunk. Don't think I'm drunk. Don't think I'm drunk. Don't think you're out. I'm just overjoyed about the love that I'm just committing. The many emails that I'm getting, you know, and I got one email out today, and I'm not gonna read that one. Yeah, because it was, you know, somebody was asking for my concern on one of their private spots, and I didn't think, I just wanted to mention it, but I wanted to mention it real low. I wanted to mention it real low on the radio, so that many people here, you know. But I'm not here, I'm really over there, okay? I'm just a hologram, okay? I'm here to have it fair, and I love you, baby. Stop. Yeah. And
Firecrackers and counting.
and when you on the radio, it just makes people laugh. But I'm not gonna say nothing about that, but that's not why I'm laughing either. Yeah, yeah. Today's topic is on respect. And the audience, you will say, oh man, you know, sometimes I just wonder, you know, you ever wonder, you know, sometimes like, I really wonder, and when I do, I go to the radio and I put on Stevie Wonder, you know, when I wonder. And I listen to the songs like Superstitious, and, you know, I go wash my hands, you know. Because it's just a hell of a thing.
You know that's funny. I said when you go to the daycare, they fucking take the peppers off, and then when they go home, they put the same pepper back on, so they don't have to spend no money. You gotta laugh at something, boy. But listen to it. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. Little Giggy in the building. If you don't, there's Little Giggy in the building. If you don't know him, you don't want to know him, don't know him. That's it.
The reason why we're not going to Africa is because you put all the money, put all the natural resources. So basically, it's like taking those people over there and making them starve. And that's not good. That's not a good thing. So reach into your heart. Reach into your heart and start giving us some of that stuff.
Okay, so basically what I'm saying, hold on. Hold on, Papa. Chill out. Okay, for one time, we don't have to ask the nigga what he said when he did. Okay, he died. He resurrected. You didn't believe it. So you kill him again. He died. He resurrected. You didn't believe it again. He did what he said. Me. I ain't going through that again. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to explain the unexplainable that was already explained at all times. It was unexplainable for those who were ignorant and ignored the signs of the times. That was the common sense. That's why we sent that nigga out there common sense. It wasn't common to come on to his shit, which is another word, another path you could take from that word. All words are odds. You see, the W and then the or. You see, and you could be a devil or a demon, divine. All that's the same shit. All it's the same shit. Okay, that's why you needed to ask somebody that it was about. So when we got there, you know, people don't like to be by themselves. So it's like the wedding. That's why the whole thing about the wedding, when you go into a group of people where they can articulate, we can articulate to you and speaking right to you for that moment, putting the words together and giving you that next boost. You see? And as everybody's there, right? As long as we're going in the same direction, the individual will say, oh, he's talking to me, and get mad at someone else of their selfishness, self-flesh, because they so determined they're in a mode of survival. Survive. Valor, honor, val, sacred, val, oath. You see, people are self-flesh, animalistic. So that means they stuck to the body, don't know the body because the body belongs to Gia. We call Tamet, Gia, Ki. They call it geology or geo. We're going to read it later. It's read before. Google, NUSKQ. Matter of fact, Google Nubic. Go from Nubic and then go down the line. You know, you can go Nuwap, Nubic. We go to Nubic and then go. Matter of fact, go to Ansarullah. That's where they're going to go because that is the playing field of this, what we call solidification of the lowest and slowest. So if you don't know about the 5 for the power to be here, if you don't know the substance, you see, of this terrain, this density, you see, as far as what they say, we're all in one with the earth, and the earth and the heavens as connected. and two different totally things working simultaneously, working together to keep you not disrespected, not at dis-ease, because ease is calmness and peace with the instructions of manufacturing instruction BIBLE. So the things that's being said to you and what was said before is the same thing. But what it shows is that my articulation over what you call time and we call repetitive. You see, over and over and over and over and over, and explain it to you. The environment changed. I have to say it another way. I can't say an 8 ball. I can say 8 ball, and half of you, more than half, go get a beer. The other half gonna go get that other shit. When we say 8 ball, okay? So the 8 ball in the beer of the who was it? Who was it? You know the beer. Malt liquor. Yeah. Old English. Old English. Right. The Old English, it was a sign to let you know that even though the niggas went over there with a contractual agreement to lie and act shit out, you know, on other people's behalf to induce us as they become the stars. Stars give direction and light. So the stars give the lights, but we looked at it as, okay, you say stars, but we know in reality what you really put through your composite square and with the G, the 7 to be done, and the Mason to build the infrastructure. Not just the infrastructure, but the ways and rules of the infrastructure. You see, it's not the infrastructure. The infrastructure can be compatible with revision. And this is what they're talking about, the futuristics. And they're talking about fixing the old infrastructure. It's not waste my time. It's not waste my time. I'd rather get a whole nother planet, actually. And this is what other people try to do. They say, well, we're just going to get another planet. We can't fix this. But we can fix this because it's not broken. It's only broken because of people and where the location where you at. They make it seem like this whole, where we at right now, is everything about the planet. It's not. There's caverns in the planet. It's a beautiful place. And this is the purification that is needed to learn. It's called Hayat, not life. It's two different things. Not being blessed, but have barakat. It's two different things. If it sounds different, and if you see be less, you're like, dang, be less. What is be less? I'm be less. Think about that. Not when here is the opposite. There's just so many things. Like I give you an example. Every example I give you, this is why I don't like to talk a lot. People say, "Oh, you do like to talk." No, I don't. I'm gonna tell you why. Everything I teach you, you're responsible for that. That's why people, I think if I was to get one of them records from the people that make the records, the dumb shit people do, the Hall of Records, Book of Records, whatever, and all of it, even the Grammys, if it ain't going right, why would you make it go right? Why would you make it go the way it's going if it's not going right without a paradigm? Stop the love you saved, because it is. It's not May. It's not May. It's May is way. Look at the word May. It's way.
You may save your own. No, you will save your own. You will. It's the shot, is the will, is the what you do. So all the other stuff, all the things that was done, all the jiggy jiggy from the New York, all the fly, super flies and all that, that's part of what we be. We are the trendsetters of the world. This is why it was called the Empire State. This is why it was ramified with the 50, the 5 to go, with the 0, the cipher. For how long? Thank you. For what? Staying in the what? The origin, never leaving. But if leaving connected to be what? Fierce, not first. Fierce, protectors. You see? That's the only way it could be. Other than that, you live under that, what you do. And when you don't do that, then you DEVIL, not LIVED. You got LIVED when you, with the we, claiming me for the protection of you, protecting. But when you're thinking, you're doing, it's for the all. You see, they say the love of the all. And I already explained in enough videos, whatever you want to call them, that that the word love is the word low, the frequency for the directions that was given to the chosen. And it was 2. It was 9 for what it be. 2 possibilities that you can choose. That's it. It's already destined. So it's actually just giving you, as they would call the red or the blue. But I wouldn't use the blue, I would say the red and the white. And both to be used. So the love is to be used, and the other one, the hate, is to be used, but not to resonate on it, but to acknowledge what it is. It's called discernment. This brings CERN. You see, you need to see what's going on. You need to acknowledge that. That's a red flag. So the red is a red flag. The red is to read. The red is to re-add. The red is that you have already gained. You read it. You read it. You are red. You see, the red is oxygen in the blue blood. That's what the blue was. The blue blood, the pure, as they say. But the blood goes through, you have to say, your heart. People say, oh, it's your feelings. No. Your heart is the war in you because you're being invaded every day. That's why to be free, you be free from radicals. You be free from radical in cells, the minute. You be free from radical people. You be people. So now they say the radical people is the people that goes against the Noah, right? The Noah, they say no more. The no more. Mal is king, Noah is like, but when you in a situation and it's already documented that you're in captivity, because that's the system, capitalistic system, you're in captivity. They don't hide it. How can you run it and hide it? You can't hide it. So you put it out there, right? The bulk of it, right? And then you hide the rest. You see? So you have the seen and the unseen working together. Okay? So now what we talking about, we're not talking about the seen or the things that you're not capable to see. We're talking about the change that's constant arithmetic, forming and arranging, like the same as the four seasons. We always change it, and we're in and out of your precious mind, and in the next before the change of time. You see, time, we created time. You see, time is something that's ever going to go as far as who we be and our expansion. Now, I'm quite sure people who focus on just that right there, what I said over the last whatever, that's not the issue. The issue is to spread that vibration, the love, you want to call it information, right? That's coming in. You want to call affirmation, that's going out from within, from the instrument that you be, a new reality, new being, new wop, what, the woo, what, mop is what? P-O-M, palm, P-O-M, boom. It's a lot of things going on. The way you measure the infinite knowledge to be utilized on your behalf, okay? When we say your, it's going to take the mind to many ways. But the first thing is going to take it to the structure. You got A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. So you got U-R, which means fire, I-R, which means fire, O-R, which means fire, A-R, which means fire, Y-R means fire too. So when you put the Y to the U, your is the same, because that's a vowel. And the sound of the Y is I. So you said I, U, R. You said same thing. Take away is same thing. It's the trick that's called pronoun. A noun, figure that out. Pro, doing this, it's like tiddlywinks. It's like a seance. It's like hypnotism. That's what the hip hop. Hip hop was for the happy tribe. So they no longer be happy. See the vowels kicking in, but you're still talking about the same way to do. Talking about the condition of it. You're talking about the speed of it. You're talking about is with the energy of it, the longevity of it, the destiny of it, the situation you could put them in through the mazes that they in, the things that you control, but the organizations, like you have organs in the body, you have organizations in this setting that we call C to tie or C1, which is what? 51, 5, 1, 1 is going to get the power and we're going to tie it up. You see, it's all kind of ways. The whole thing is it's not escape, because you can escape by yourself. Is to get there and come back. It's called Coco Livio. Okay. So you figure that game out, Coco Livio, coming from Junkie's Paradise, Red Hook. It was a game. We know how to play the game. See, I was very upset. Well, I gotta be upset with myself, but I was very upset to the fact, and it took me that people didn't know how to read. And then that's what I've learned through finding out, what was the situation. That people sacrificed a lot so we can do what we can do now. They did not feed into the system that we agreed to in 1776 and that we had been doing for a long time. So we had to do another strategy. So when you start to read about the Iroquois leagues, and they say the 5 civilized tribes. No, what they say is the 5 civilizers that civilized them. See, they reverse everything, and this only because what's gonna happen is as they use our technology, and when I say the difference between theirs and ours is not with Lulu Avenue. It's not from the people that come from other planets. That you say, well, that's crazy, right? You have been reduced so low, you're not even in the game. Because the game is the collective. And the way you in the game is respect and knowing and be able to contribute to our flight. You see, this is I'm saying it right here now, right? But I'm right here doing this. I'm just showing you why we made the vortex. We opened the door, we came down, boom, we're talking to you so you can rise up, and then you don't have to worry about all this stuff. You ain't gotta worry about that. It's certain people that's filters for us. As long as they sucking up our air, drinking our water's going through them just like, okay, like you were taught one thing on this level, and now I'm teaching them the whole goddamn thing. Even though we already gave inspiration through the way we do the ethers, you see, and how it penetrates, you see, through what we call the cells, you see, and what they call pigmentation, melanation, isn't it? Now remember this: everybody, it's all broken down into in science they call it worlds. They call it atoms, atoms, and then for the collective of the people, so they don't have to keep saying for everybody different languages. We broke up the language now. We broke up the language. See, we gave the language articulation. We did the seed into the planet. You gotta remember that. I think yeah, and those people who got the 14 books, 7 books, everything was in 7, by the 3 of emphasis, but the 1 in the dot, the nukta. So okay, now let's go to 1960. I'm gonna take you to 1960. We're gonna stay in the now, but we're gonna go to 19. I'm just gonna hold on here and stretch back in thought and bring it back. And I'm just gonna show you, but you stay right there. It's 2022, 2023, as they say. Okay, cool. In 1960, we had a different everything. No one, I ain't gonna say no one, but the inventions of putting something on your wrist and communicating and watching, it wasn't even talked about. If you talked about that, you was crazy. So now those people who were researchers, they researched it. Fact finders. So anytime you hear me say fact finders, you're talking about people who diligently research the facts, absorb the knowledge, right? Because it's knowledge. It's from before, and that's what happened. That's the ledge. Okay? It was known, now, in the ledge of it. It's not the continuation, but that's where we come in as not the people, right? But the host of the planet. See, those what they call aliens. Aliens, why? Taking all liens to the planet. Liens in business. You put a lien, they probably put a lien on you, what's gonna happen? If you're a gangster, as they call, what's the gangster? People that come together, you know, the G, right, which is the 7, and what? Gangster, A-N, and, right? So it's a lot to the name that's not explained, giving you a bum explanation of what they don't want you to think is called prepare or proper gaining propaganda. Okay. So the G is the 7. The 7 is SEVEN. The V is the U, because when you say W, you see 2 V's. Work with me, okay? Sit your ass down, go to the end of the line, right? And let's do this. You have to be purified, okay? The first purification was called the Baptist, okay? The first. Wash that ass. It was, for years, people didn't wash. They was turning to leather. That's how they got to know about leather, with the skin and drying out and belts and stuff. And actually, if it was a situation you got a leather belt, right, and you take that damn dye out, you can actually get that protein from it. Yeah. Leather. It's skin, cow skin, you know? And it is everything is about how to survive if things didn't happen. That we put protection. You know, she said, well, damn, who you think you is? You know? I say, damn, they don't even know. Already did it. Done did it. Every 7 years, teeth fall out, teeth fall in, teeth fall out, teeth fall in, right? You see? But every 7 years is a process. Every 2, right, is barakat. And I'm going to say what, bless or barakat. So when that bless on the 2 of the cycle of the cycle of the 7, right, which was given as a what they call a fiesta, a festive fiesta time for that which endured the pain, right, nervousness, protection, I mean, women had to be who she is. We're not going to say smart, because smart is, you see what that R, the AR in there, you know, that TR, tar, and the tame, and all that. It's a lot. And I really looked at it. It's a lot of words and looked at. When I talk about knowledge is infinite, what we talk about is that we could talk about everything all day. And that's not, no. What we hear, we done been there. We done been there. We done came back. And that's what the moonwalk was about. The moon is what? The reflection of what? He walking back with the reflection that others going to pick up and tell you, so you can go forward, so you can come on this line. We here. He's okay. When we talk about the moonwalk, we talking about people with stars. Stars give directions. Read the book, the Bible. Read the Bible and read the book, and then come back and listen to this. Stars was created to give light. Okay? Light, might, sight, right, rhyme. Okay? Rhythm. Okay? Melody. Mel King, low, D, divine. You still divine. Rise up. Okay? So now we're talking about coming up from what people that's already there. People already there came down. Then they give an invitation. Come into my aura, feel my blessed vibe, my attraction lonely, make you testify. I'm constant, rhythmatic, forming and arranging like the four seasons. I'm always changing. I'm in and out of your precious mind, and in as we move. And the next because just the mere sight of who I be bring you longevity. That's how much power emits from the thought that I produce to make it a reality. What do you think? How do you be? First of all, never have jealousy about the things you see. You don't want to be me because you have the potential to be the you. And then when the you, and I see you around, you have completed that. You're the cipher now. You're not first, you're the original. You're not marked by what they say as gender. You don't transform that. You made that transition. It's like people making a transition on a physical, and they're gonna be like this, they're gonna be like that, but we're gonna be up here watching them. We're gonna be teaching them, you know. That's how it goes. Once you're chosen, then you know the system, because people, they was told they was chosen, and then it was these people up here who orchestrating the lies. You seen it in the when the Jews, people say, oh, the Jews. First of all, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself, especially when you start to separate yourself. First you say you're white, you're black, you're from Sweden, you're from wherever, but on your certificate say you're white. So it's the status. That's us. Status is us stating. So you run in your mouth. It has to be. It don't has to be true. You're just stating this is what you want to be. See, I am the be, the one and the three. Okay, know my destiny. You are a wannabe. That's why that track came out by The Who. Okay, you see. So everything that was taught on this degree, those people who were in their land and think that's them. Oh, I was born. You were born in the country that was named by another man, and you give that man, you see you was born. No. They even tell you your father or your furthest place is in the what? Heavens. Don't call no landmark. I tell you that all land belongs to Gia. And Gia look on us. She said, I rebuke you in the name of what it be. No. You wasn't born there. You were solidified there. You came down there. You see? And the body was from here. Just like he said. He said, Kuhu Allah Ahad. That's W-O-N. That's O-N-E. But those who were living it and saying it to each other, it didn't matter. Kuhu Allah Ahad. It didn't matter. We together. We are the Ummah. They had words to put the Kuhu Allah Ahad. We the Ummah. You the Okay, the sound, the thought that we say, thoof. The amazement. Yeah. Three. They say no. Okay. That's twice. That's 2 times. A, B, B. Right? Like I said, B, the 1 and the 3. B, the 1 and the 3. Divided in half as you traveling, the 2 D's, right? You could be a devil or you could be divine. You see, it's the thought of mind that you use to choose from your References. That's what you say. Reference is word free. Refer. So what happened was everybody got a piece of the pie, PIECE, which they had everything. It's like the atmosphere. People that was, they call it atmosphere, but people at most fear, right? They say you had seven. So you had 7 groups. Then one group knew more information. Now all information for the rules, like you have Monopoly, all information was given to those who now hold high esteem, now have title as administer, because he was added to men, right? And stir, okay? Now it could be Esther, right? From the biblical knowledge, right? But it's not administer Esther. It's to administer all the rules to the playing field that we're on. That's called a capitalistic system, broken down, different frequencies of that, different levels, different classes, just like people. You go to a class. So now you moving up into their status. What they state is them and how they working from that which we gave, right? And that was the thing about the cherry tree being chopped down, right? Morocco. And then they say the cherry tree, Morocco. And this, you got to think. You say, well, you chopped down the cherry tree. It's Morocco. What got to This got to be what they talking about. Where we at? Because ain't nobody else talking this. People in Morocco ain't talking about what we talking about. We talking about this is who it is. This is what it is. They talking about separating the land and this and that. That don't matter. Take the water off. Let's just use this. This is take all the water off. We ain't got to worry about that. Now let's go. Okay? So now we talking about the underworld, which is the sea, right? That they explain about the sea and the clouds was over the sea. You couldn't see the upper. And then you talking about people coming out of the sea, amphibians, right? And animals coming out the sea, like the chicken, right? That's why I got the feathers, just like the fins for the fish. They got feathers, right? Okay. The feathers is their gear to do, and they give them that flying ability, all that stuff, right? Some fly, some don't, right? That's the difference between meat and flesh. You see, I mean, it's for poultry and beef and lamb. Everything is marked for a reason. But what we're telling you, right, straight up, we say animal. Ani means twice. Ani means anu, and mal. See, anu creation, mal kings, different. Just let's say different worlds and galaxies, different stars, and each star is, as above, so below. Something you see them stars, something's you see. So this is the disconnect that we have on this here, separated. You see, by articulation, by propaganda, by misinformation, by lies and deception, by greed and jealousy, by hate, by all this stuff like that. So what we do, we make changes. I let you know what's popping off. You fix it in your area and you good. Everybody, every different language that you speak, you have your king, you have your empress, you have your people who spend the money. Everybody can't spend the money because now it's crazy. You have a buyer, and that's how everything from wholesale to retail. Okay, the wholesale is the origin, manufactured, distributed, the wholesale, and the selling is the selling, right? But when you keep it in-house, then what you have, what? Come on. You have a franchise, something that's established. See, like the Mac who? Okay, Mac Burger. That's my name, Mac Burger. You know, actually my name McNeil. So we do have things that's put up, and then they say it's them. No, this was us originally anyway. The names, you see, they took the names. They was in the caves of Europe. Come on, what names did they have? They was given the what is it, Magna Carta. That's when they started getting, the story about that whole Magna Carta thing and the rules and you know and how the kings at the time they were seeing it was like, damn, these people like chickens, you know, can't eat them, can't eat enough of them, you know. Okay, so what we gonna do? We gonna just pass them. Let them be the filters. So now you got the ruling people up here. What is will always be. What's not will never be. You got the ruling people up here. Then you got the filter. And now you got everybody right here. So now people got to start traveling up. So now they travel up to the 33. They're down here, everybody down here. So now these folks, at the age of 13, they have their rites of passage. They take them to their place or wherever they do, and they start teaching them. So they start to rise up at 13. Okay, while these people, they still walking. They don't know. These people get knowledge of this, knowledge of that. They burn their desires. They're getting disciplined. They get educated. So then now they up here. So now these people that they're educated. These same people out here, they walk and they scrap. Okay. So now they get here, and now they're hungry. These people, they already established themselves. They know what's up because they've been trained. They went up Jacob's ladder, 33. They went to that 33 degrees of proving themselves, showing themselves, being certified. You know, why would you hate somebody that did that? Why would you hate somebody that can build a bridge that you're riding in a car? Why would you bash somebody and talk about somebody and they just flew you to another country? Something's wrong with your mind. Why are you complaining about the things that had already been established for how you can rise up? It's not a secret. It's the sacred is protected. The secret is, if it was a secret, you wouldn't know about it. You see, I'm a secret. You see, but we got another name for it. It's called mean. You see, and then it's broken down different levels of this. I mean, so this I mean that you see, which is the secret, is that you don't see me on this frequency because it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. You see, why is he saying this? Damn. Why other people? I mean, why he got 3 views? 20 years, 3 views, 2 views, 8 views. That's because it was in me all the time. Why am I teaching these people that's not listening? But they already told me. I don't run shit. You see, it's a collective. So I'll be like, okay, that's cool. You got that shit. You know? And they done got it to the point where they call it the source. Okay. They call it the source. You got to source it out. Don't put the burden on me. For what? Don't put the burden on boss lady. For what? Put the burden on the altar. Rest to put on Jesus. Okay, now, people. Now, remember, these people, they trying to rise up. These people. Now, 13, these other people don't rose up because they got that. Chinese don't rose up. Everybody rose up. Everybody doing things. They flipping houses. They doing things. I'm not saying everybody. Don't take it personal. I'm teaching. If you don't like it, bye. That's what we used to say. Bye-bye. That means they were sold. So if someone else is teaching you something and you're a slave to that. That's what you gravitate over. You see, then you go ahead. Ain't mad at you. See you when you come back around. That's why you see the thing like that. It wavers. Faith wavers up and down too. Some people read and then they somebody come up with something, they get whatever. They go back and forth over the fence. Straddle the fence. Some people just backslide. Some people just, people in it to win it. Some people ain't gonna get it in it, period. It's fine. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about how I told you. Now my writings, oh yeah, superb. But it's already there. That's why people reacting to it. I ain't got to put it out there. It ain't got to be physical. It's already there. You're going to gravitate over to it any way. You're going to see me, you're going to be like, damn, that nigga doing it. Yeah, niggas is builder. Ras, niggas, the face of the builder. That's what you can call me. R-A-S, Ras, and building. Okay? It's like when people talk about the boule. And these are the people that respect their dad, respect the principles of the system, right? Doing the best they can. And y'all say, oh, they doing bad shit. Okay, people do some dumb ass shit. But what's the point? The point is, when people have something that they're doing, you don't like it, but you complain. Plain is what level you on, or the plane. You plain means empty. You complain. You don't have. They say solution, but the word soul is the word lose anyway, because it's rigged. The game is rigged. So you say, well, how can I be a winner? I'm not a winner. I told you, you gotta listen to these words. I'm not a winner. This is what happened. This shit is already won. So if you say you're a winner, that means that you're not living according to the BIBLE. You see, that's a proven thing. It's here. You can deny what you want to deny. But when you say that you're a winner, that means you win by the authority of ER. You see? And ER represent the fire. We already won. This homeboy said he more than a conqueror, right? Okay, people that I'm here to define who he be. What's gonna say, what's going on? Then I came out, my name is Don On. Did the people tell you why they know what they know? Did your mama tell you why she know what she know? Did your daddy tell you why they know what they know? They don't know because it's not activated. They heard it, but they didn't achieve it because they didn't apply it. And those who were in it and got souped up collectively, and they were still on the bottom, but it's seven stages. It's actually 9 stages to the fetus to be born again, right? The knowledge, the mystery, the queendom within shall be to all who strive to be free. You see? Because when you say you're a queen, that means your quarry end is cut off. That's why in they slick shit saying that you can't be a king, you can't be a queen, it was okay. Because you're an empress. You're an emperor. You see? Emporia. So this, it's like when we talk about the greatness about people from the 60s, because we started this off with the 60s and getting a small comparison to the 60s and the many changes, we say congratulations. And I may articulate revision in the form of this revival teachings, right? But actually, this is part 2, because the lifestyle that the world is living, right? was already written. It was not only written prior to the physical manifestation of this, which you see now, or which you think you see, but it was written from the origin of what bees today. And this is what they talk about Islam and the authorship, Islam and its spin-off duplication, Islam and its different type of articulation that was sanctioned before the originality of Bismi Bika Rabika. Ikra Bismi Rabika. Read in the name of your Lord. You see? So when we talk about reading the name of your Lord, and then the Lord is your teacher, and the teacher, right? We talking about 1400 years ago. And the teacher at that time was the prophets, right? And the scholars, what they call, other ones could call Magi. Magi is a mystical. Because everything that is said in a way where you be put in a trance. And that trance is a transition of clarity. Clarity is only deemed when you go past your five senses. So to get past your five senses, the host, which was they call it angels, because they call them angels today, so they can have reason for the demonic way of the same thing. So you have one side and the other side in balancement. You see, in the balance, right? You have that B again, that 1 and that 3. Okay, but then you have B-A-L. The A-L represents the source. Remember I was saying about the source? You have to source it. If I tell you that it's me, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. People know you can't. You know, everybody. We have to send them home. We know that you're the best, but as far as revision, it's time to get your ass at the end of the line. That's it. That's the best way I can say. And that's the best way I can put it, you know. But those that got materialistic gain, they got money. Okay, let me tell you about the money real quick. So much time we got. Oh, we got time. We on my time now. I forgot. All right, so they say you're a billionaire. I'm gonna make another one for this. I got to. Now we're gonna put this on. I said refer to such and such. They say you're a billionaire. No, let's go to the millionaire. No. Let's just say middle class. Let's go over to the poor. Okay. Now when we talking about these lines, yeah, it's the poor. You see my knuckles. These are poor. And it's 7 layers. 7 layers of 7 layers of these people. Right? And we refer to them as Lulu Amanu, or primitive workers. Now, primitive, right? Premium, primitive, prime. Okay. So these are the people that we really talk to right now. These are your humans. So in the humans, what happened was they was evolving. See? Now you can talk about the evolving out of one cell, this and that. But that particular one cell was brought down here in the dolphin and put in the sea, in the waters. Okay? So now, it was already the sea and the sea creatures in the water. Okay? So now we're talking about different types of creations. See? Now this creation here is what they call 25,000 years. We renew. That's not the age of the creation. Is that the information that you want will come to you after you get to your activation, because you're not even you don't qualify. You don't qualify. And this is why those people, especially those that is different levels of these humans, and those who conformed and was taught, they were taught first to hate themselves. So they have an inferior complex. And it may not be them, but it was them when they was their mother, it was them when they was their father, that transferred over because they never got what we call now, that we know now. So it's no fault for that. And this new you that you be, because you're non-responsive movement on earth. So you got these people, and you got these other people that was on top doing their thing. And they talk. You can't tell them shit. Not a goddamn thing. You start to talking. They ready to smack it. Oh shit. Okay. So what we do, engineers, scientists, PhD, doctors, lawyers, whoever, they don't matter. That's the teachings of Al-Quran. We ain't talking about the different translations from other countries that use their language and they don't even know how to speak Arabic. No, how you gonna translate something that's not you, bro? You know, I say bro for broken, not brother. The word brother is brothel. You see, the word Salem and the other side, they spin off to saloon. You know, we talking about saloon and salon where they do the hair. The hair is the antennas that receive energy, so we have no fear. But when you cut the hair and perm and put perms in it, when you know it's not right, and you affiliate with that, you're an agent of the devil. You see, because you created the devil. So it's the same thing as you, Yaqub. You see? The life, that BOC boxed this shit, messed it up. Because for me to even look at Yaqub, the devil, Shabazz, the island, and what he didn't know, but he was a scientist, that's fine. But he was still, from the teachings, Lulu Amalu. I don't care if you say science from seance, science from facts, factuality. All facts is agreement from those who bear witness. Bear witness is shahada. Taking shahada. When you bear witness to the Most High, that's all you see, that's all you hear, that's how you travel. Now, the Most High that they seen, that's how high they gonna go. They say he solidified in a thing. Did he bring you to the source? Or did he bring you to the breath of life that you be? If he brought you to the breath of life that you be, you still have to retain and activate your DNA. Why? What is DNA? DNA. Say DNA. DNA. Say DNA. If you don't say it, it's not going to activate. So when you say DNA 5 times, get the power. Now say it 7 times so you know you beyond power. The 6, you don't pass the 6. The 6 is like the sex, but it's not sex with the physical. It's sex and six and joining. Joining, you see what we say, the next. You see? The knee, the end, and going to the X, and the XT, and the T is what? The crossover, the cross. Thank you. All right. So when you start to articulate, when you start to see, so now you got your scientists, honorary, on top. We give them that top, and we let them deteriorate because we give them the signs. We take the things away from them, and they still don't recognize. You see, no. It's called aware. Now you slip, you dip, you know it. You was the people in charge. You were the people that were supposed to have a grip on those people. You say you wanted to take the lead, take the lead. I source it out. That's it. I know what I do. I know my potential. Meteorologists know who be who. They know when you came in. They know when you left. They know when you're not there. And they know when you came back. It's always going to be like that. That was the reason sending the technology down to protect what we do. They got people got insurance policies, right? To ensure their economical status for the program that they're running when they don't know that their whole program is non and void. See, all the preliminaries, they go to downsize they dumb shit from what they thought and what they doing. That's what we call de-escalation. And that's what should be done for every person that's been in the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, or any type of force outside of the love. Because it was already told you before you even went there, every last one of you, thou shalt not kill. So it's time to sit down and figure this out. You already got the building that you've never been in, that you don't advertise. This we're gonna start advertising too and supporting. You know, I mean, establish that, you know, for sure. But it's the United Nations. This was established by my people, my family, your family, Ethiopia. Okay, they call it Ethiopia, Morocco, Sudan. We're the same family, but we have different clans, just like the Indians that they say Indians, same different clans. Now they call them states. We never call them states. State is fictitious. State is something that they just stating. It's us. We're stating this. It's gonna be like this. These are the laws. Okay. First they introduce, we come, we show, boom, 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 and then they in the back. Okay, but there was a trap on them. They here, they build up Manhattan, they think it's theirs. What happens? The wind, my friend, another deity like me. I'm solidified in this body, appreciated from Gia. You see, that owns the body. You see, it's a lot of things going on. And that C is the you. That you is me and you collectively. You see, the wahid that we be as we stack the 5, and then we go to the 5 to the extra 4 from the 3. Actually, 4 be the 7. Then when we do the 7, be the check mark to the next. And then when you go to the check mark, you go to the checks. You see, those who hold the keys, right? Because that's how it's built. You see, because the wind, the feminine energy, they still gonna do what they do. And when it's an obstacle, they're gonna get around it because they have the ability to do that. You see, just like a snake. You see, and when we say snake as a female, we're not saying snake in any bad way, but and I say but, that's what Lacan. So to let you know that I know what I'm saying is that when you mix your chemicals with the feminine energy, she overtakes you. That's the chemical part of intuition and to wishing and to telling you her wishes, intuition. that she has over you, 7 years of strategy for this. You built the infrastructure, but it was under her. See, you were the Masons, and you got the attention of, would you say, those the nobles or those who were left behind, the pharaohs, we won't call it. But it was still that was created. That was us. Sure. Usher. That's where you get sure from. This is I be sure. I be sure, the source. You see, all this is the music. The music is the message in the music, but the music itself was to soothe the savage beast. What type of music? The music that they took away and they say it was theirs, and you, because situation, ain't no blame. But now you gotta take back. It's total TTO, total take over, take back, and you take back with respect. They're always gonna worry. People gonna worry, but that's what they do. That's their defense. You say, I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that. You ain't worried about a goddamn thing. Okay, you lied. Your daddy lied. Everything. So I just want to put y'all on point. Let y'all know that hey, the real is real. You know, I'm back, and this is what they didn't want you to see. BK all day. Big shout out to the clan, the new school clan. How about that? Hey, I like that. Clan new school. We're gonna come up with something. Yo, put down in there. You already know. Roll call. Put your digits down there, your math. Put your math down there, right here. I put a question mark. Yeah, who the hell is you? Who you be? Who you be? Let's say who. All right, that's cool. Anyway, y'all be good. I'm gonna check. I got some more things to do. You know, I can't be just. You know how it goes, man. What the nigga think he is?